Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Daniel. This is Jonathan. We are back with episode 11 of Attack on Titan season 4.
What a ride.
A lot's going down. A lot of politics.
I think I've said this, but I'm ready to get back to some action.
Yeah, I think it's because you probably feel that way because like you get bombarded with so much new knowledge and new information that you want to see it in action. No pun intended. Like you want to see, all right, now I know all this extra stuff going on.
Right, like Zeke's plan, right?
Yeah, Zeke's plan, which is controversial. People are there. You can see that like the team is a little bit split, and I can see the reasoning behind it. They don't want to just keep things going the way it's already been.
Right.
The whole point is I think Hanji said it best. Like, is it worth delaying just to save ourselves? Delaying,
right, for our future
for future generation to deal with.
Right.
But it kind of gave us a little bit of backstory on how the Eldians, or how the Eldians and the Marlians, I guess, came to work together.
Right.
In some cases, and also how the kind of like the lost ships, like a little bit of backstory as to how the infiltration and all of that kind of started.
Right. We got a sneak peek into how Yelena and Zeke met.
Yeah.
Right. And then that's kind of, I think, what was the catalyst of that plan, right? Is getting Yelena and God, the other Onya Capo.
Yeah.
The pilot of him.
There were two like crucial members.
Right. And
that were on Zeke's, like big followers of Zeke.
Right. And so that's kind of what ended up, leading to them turning on the captain of the Marlins. And
most of the Marlins are currently, the ones that are on Paradis at least, are currently captive, except for, I guess, maybe a handful. We know at least one, the chef.
Even I was gonna say, even their chef is captive, which is really crazy if you think about it. Because how easy as a chef would it be to just poison the people that?
Well, true. The thing is, he's captive, but he's out. He's allowed to be out as a chef. He's obviously not liked because he grew close to Sasha, as we'll see probably.
Right.
Because he was over her grave. And we did see their interaction there at the beginning whenever she was tasting seafood for the first time, which is a cool moment because like we've seen her just go crazy over bread,
right,
and like potatoes, basic kind of stuff. And then the idea of meat was like nothing could beat it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the other big storyline right now is that there's something going on with Eren that we don't really know.
It's like a split personality. Like he's having second thoughts. Those. Yeah,
there's something. He's. It's like he has a mission or something is in his mind, and it is really starting to shift so much so like he already feels like a different character than we saw in the earlier seasons,
right? But
even like there's like this a little bit of tension even with Armin and Mikasa. Mikasa's still very protective of him. I feel like that's never gonna go away, but even then there's still like some tension there. So something's going on.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this in the last episode. I wonder if it's like, he has the founding Titan.
Yeah.
He has Attack Titan.
And now he has Warhammer.
So like all the memories of all of these past people who have held those Titans, could they be kind of like in a battle in his mind? Or, he's seeing things from three different Titans' perspectives and memories, and is that kind of like making is
that a lot? Like, was it meant for one person to have that many? And has that ever happened before? I guess not. No, it wouldn't have.
Did your founding Titan Ymir held all 9, right? Whenever they
I guess aside from the original split,
correct? Yeah,
because if they ever consolidated into one person, they would never split again. So they've been 9 Titans for, I guess, 100 years or however long it's been.
Yeah, I wonder if that if them being combined into one has some sort of storyline in itself here.
Yeah, that's true.
Or if it has
that's a lot to handle. That's a lot to handle for him, and
it's a lot for me to handle just thinking about it.
I know. There's a lot of moving parts. You have the Eldians, Marlians, and now you have Eren within the scouts. Like there's a little bit of mistrust happening, but there's something going on with him too. Even like Hanji tried to go talk to him. That was like kind of intense scene.
Oh yeah.
So
I think he like reached through the bars and grabbed her.
Yeah, well, and then she was trying to play it off like you're still having emotional mood swings.
Did she call him a pervert or a pervert?
Oh yeah, she at one point called him a pervert. Yeah, clearly it's like something else. He also looks different, but I think that's also more the animation style has changed this season. This season. Anyway, excited to hop in to see how far this plan goes. Zeke's plan, if who's with it, who's not.
Oh, Historia is pregnant, by the way.
It kind of cut to her showing pregnant.
But I think it says that she chose the guy somebody that she knew in her past and whatnot. But it's still kind of, you know.
Well, she accepted that portion of the plan kind of without even. She was like, "I'll do it," like just having kids. So you know, or she said no. She said that, or did she say I'll do it as in I'll take the Beast Titan? That may have been that, or both. Maybe just the plan in general.
I think so.
So anyway, we're going to go ahead and hop in, guys, see what happens next. Before we do, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Full length reactions are over on our Patreon, as well as early access to future episodes. You want to check those out. Otherwise, we're ready to hop into episode 11.
11, let's do it.
It's Gabby? Oh, it is.
Oh, she's going crazy. No, this is a plan. They're faking it.
I was about to say that too.
Knew it.
She's too good.
Yep. Knock them out.
Oh my god. Bro. Oh, it's bricks. Dude, she's okay.
They messed up.
She is a stone cold killer, dude.
Oh.
They're just brainwashed to just hate, to just really hate Eldians. Oh. This is it went back. Back to the mainland.
I wonder if that means like in that current scene that we saw or just in a dream or whatever, but the fact that he wakes up asking about them two just right after they've escaped.
Is that just a coincidence with the edit that they tried to throw us off, or is that like
it could be, but I think we were also caught up in the fact that we mentioned that the memories of Titans transcend time and space.
Right. And if Gabby and Falco are to be Titans someday, is that all there's sort of a connection?
Well, I mean, you look at the Owl Titan Kruger.
Yeah.
Told Grisha to take care of Mikasa and Armin, not knowing
way
who they were.
Before they existed.
Correct, and he had no relationship with them. Now, how much more Eren, who has a relationship with?
Right. I'm trying to think. Last time we saw him, he had just grabbed Jaw away from Eren and fell to the ground. He was worn out.
He kind of gave up. Was that like
he was tired?
Yeah.
Someone in the comments said like the reason he looked different. Like the reason he had like the spikes on his shoulders was only because he didn't have all the energy to fully form.
That would make sense.
The way it was supposed to, even though it looked cool.
Right.
Deceiver. Oh, who's the Deceiver?
I was just about to say that. Why are they wearing their armbands still?
Also fair. She wants to know why. She's so bought in. I think it reminds her of what she's doing. Yeah. Oh.
I'll remember those outlying.
Oh no.
No, don't do it.
Maybe this is what she needs, you know? Gabby?
To see that they're not devils.
Right, especially the people on the outskirts.
She's still,
she's a firecracker, dude. This is kind of like Sasha's family. Oh. She looks familiar. Is this Sasha's family?
I don't think so.
You hold it together. She's like, I cannot pretend.
Man. Yeah, it's gonna be her demise.
Dude, Sasha's last name is Browse, and they said this to the Browse house.
Oh,
whatever.
That's Sasha's last.
Yeah, I had to double check, and she killed Sasha.
What a twist,
man.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Oh right, this guy. The son. They're all protective of him. It's just growing tension everywhere.
Even with the people.
エレンの情報を渡したのは君たちか。新兵の君たちとフロック。彼は何も間違ったことをしていない。
So these people, they told the people about Eren
そ
being
の
in
勝
prison.
利とは地ならしという圧倒的な力であり、神聖エルディア帝国国民全員の命を救いました。我々を救う保証は何もないんだよ。この国を導くのはエレン・イェーガーです。今すぐ彼を解放してください。私はジークの作戦を完遂するとの決断を下した。だからこれ以上勝手な真似は許されない。この4人を懲罰房へ。
Just putting everybody in prison.
人類の勝利のためなら本望です。
I don't know.
What you gonna do? Just imprison everybody though? That
Yeah, I guess so.
it? Oh, remember this guy, the priest.
The pressure is a lot.
That inner turmoil, yeah.
疲れた。
Man, this season has been just like somber. I'm used to her being like all excited and
chirpy.
違うけど、勝利が調査兵団の目的なら規則を守ることは必ずしも。巨人を人の力でねじ伏せたあなたを見て分かったのです。何も守れないと。私たちは理不尽な暴力と戦っていいのだと学んだのです。
I think she was there.
少しでもあなたに近づきたくて。口を閉じてなさい。
she's keeping things close to her.
She's calling her out.
Oh, dang. It's a callback. Oh, she's remembering when she got attacked.
But why at this moment?
Yeah, what is this?
もう大丈夫だ。
She's remembering Eren saving her.
So now she just gotta save him.
Oh man, that was quick, I feel like. All right, Paradise Island Devils. An insult referring to King Fritz and the Eldians who fled to Paradise Island. In Titan Studies, the Paradise Island threat theory claims the Eldians who fled there still bear a grudge from the Great Titan War and despise the rest of the world. With the threat of Eren Yeager now apparent, the insult holds truer ever than ever. More truer than ever.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, we knew that.
It's like a derogatory term for them.
急遽代役となったフロック・フォルスター。現在情報漏洩罪で拘留されておる。エレンは単独行動を取るようになるのでな。美女と会話できる口実ができて何よりじゃ。
Yeah, she's going. Oh, she's going. Oh, that would hurt.
Oh, that's funny though. Oh gosh, you can blame everything on.
Right, right.
こんな田舎にいても何の情報も得られない。
ここでおとなしく助けを待つんだよ。この島に攻めてくるだろう。
Let's wait it out.
兄貴やライナーさんたちが助けに来
They'll
る。
find out who y'all are before then.
He's probably thinking there's probably something to it, you know?
Right.
He wouldn't just do it, especially because he heard a little bit of the conversation.
何ミヤって。なんであんたの妹なの。
しかしカヤさんもですけど、ここで働いている
I
人
wonder
は
if they're gonna find out they have an older sister.
Yep.
ここにいる人は孤児だからね。子供には支援があるから。
Gonna share a story of Sasha.
ここは4年前に親を失っている子供たちの集まりなの。受け入れてないようですね。この島の民が世界に対して残虐非道の限りをようやく食材への道が開かれるんですよ。
She cannot just.
それはみんなが親を亡くしたことと関係があるの。逃れられる罪の重さではありません。マーレではそう教えられてるの。
何言ってんだよ。
これは普遍的な歴史の話だから。
今なんて言いました。
She said that they teach that at Marley.
Is that what they teach him, Marley? You're right.
自分で叫んでたじゃない。
最初からですか。
No, she's not.
Oh. He's gonna stop
Or
her.
she's trained. Oh, he did.
正体を表した。おかしいと思ったんだ。
お前ら何暴れ
They
てん
just
だ。
think they're messing around.
ミヤがお兄ちゃん取られるって。
She's covered for them.
Yeah.
赤山やつ、仲良くしてんじゃん。
Well, now she has him under
どうして。
good graces.
Yeah. I
Hopefully.
mean, it's gonna take a lot to.
私4年前ここにも巨人が一体現れたの。足の悪いお母さんを。
Connie's mom?
She said,
Could
"My
that be?
私はどうすることもできなくて、あそこでお母さんが食べられる音を聞き、お
man."
母さんは
That's when Sasha, remember?
Yeah.
声が出なくなるまで叫んだからだと思う。私たちは悪魔の民族だって言ってるんでしょ。なんでそんなに恨まれているのかよくわから
She
ない。
needs to hear this.
お母さんは一体何をしたの？何千年も世界中の人々を虐殺したからでしょ。
man.
エルディア人は何千年もの間被害者ぶるのはやめて。
You're right. And even if maybe she's realized that nobody knows that kind of stuff. Oh, that's a good point. They're showing that they both have dealt with the same grief.
Right.
Yeah, answer her. Dang. See, it puts her on the spot. Oh, he's talking.
レンが謝るのはおかしいよ。
かやさんはその状況からどうやって助かったんですか？
今の私より少し年上ぐらいのお姉ちゃんが。
But they don't know her name.
They will.
結局お姉ちゃんは自分を盾にして行く当てのないあなたたちを決して見捨てたりしない。
Reveal who it is.
私にそうしてくれたように、マーレの人が働いてるレストランに招かれてるの。マーレに帰る方法が見つかるかもしれない。
They don't.
お姉ちゃんみたいな人になりたい。
Oh man.
Dang, bro.
Dude. That's crazy. Things have come full circle. I think this has an after credit. Of course, that's the house that they stumble upon. Well, as soon as they had like a southern accent, that's the first person I thought of.
Sasha, yeah.
And then the girl looked familiar, but I think it's because she was younger, you know.
Right. For some reason, I wanted to say Annie, but I was like, no, not Annie, not at all.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, she is the mom was the Titan was eating her, but the mom's like legs didn't work, so she wasn't like feeling pain.
It, but she was just kind of in shock, the little girl.
Right.
And the mom was just sitting there.
Dang. And Sasha came.
And now it all came back. And Sasha's the one that helped her, and now she's talking to the girl that.
So they're invited to that dinner, and they're gonna take them.
Oh, we're back. Oh, they're gonna piece it together.
自らを亡き者と装ったんだ。飛行船で逃げおせたと見ている。対人型に改良された立体起動装置には高度な飛行技術を見せた。
That guy.
おそらくは
ずっと一緒に戦ってたのに裏切り者だったなんて。
パラディ島に世界連合軍による掃討作戦を行う。
Here we go.
半年ですか。
I guess yeah. They know that they're gone.
あの二人は最も優秀な戦士候補生です。マーレにとっても大きな痛手になるかと。
相当な時間がかかりますしね。
以前のように帰り討ちに遭うだけだ。世界連合軍の集結を待つ。
大打撃を受けすぐさま攻勢に転じることはない。
He wants to catch him off guard.
そして半年後に潰されるのをパラディ島を棄すべきです。
Bro, that's gonna be wild.
Oh man. Dang.
Dang, that was.
Do you think they do it? Surprise attack?
I think so. Because they don't know this, but Levi is somewhat imprisoned. Zeke is watching them 24/7. They're not gonna let. Right. I mean, they have Eren imprisoned. I don't know that they will hold him.
Fight.
Well, it's not that they'll let him fight. They won't have a way to restrain him. He can convert and at that point do whatever he wants to fight back.
Right. I guess it depends. I don't know where those cells are. It's like super deep in the tunnels, like they did with Annie. They're trying to do with Annie.
Right.
He wouldn't be able to convert.
Well, he converted on the mainland when he was underneath the stage.
House, right. The stage house area. Yeah. But that's, I think, more realistic versus like underground tunnels, you know?
True.
Yeah, I don't know. And because they have him and they have Armin. Colossal. Right. As far as actual fighting Titans, technically Zeke's there, but I mean.
But Reiner's right. You know, they don't have a plan put together. You know, Zeke just kind of gave them a plan, and they've somewhat agreed to it. It feels like not fully.
Yeah, it's like
they wouldn't be ready. I don't think.
No way. Well, I mean, the whole plan is the one part of the plan is to like do the rumbling, like a tease of the rumbling,
right? To
kind of show their force but you really buy yourself time to like strengthen the military so much so that you don't even need that anymore. They're just, the military is enough.
Yep.
That's kind of their plan. Well, that's like their short-term plan, short-ish term, and then long-term is like extending the Eldian race by, you know, procreating and all that stuff, the royal blood, all that stuff.
Right.
But a surprise attack, like, yeah, I don't know how quickly can they prepare. But they've also gotten a lot better at fighting Titans in general. So like, okay, on the other side, you don't have Zeke anymore. You don't have the Beast Titan. That's a huge offensive weapon.
Right.
So really you have Reiner, who is formidable, right? But then you have Cart. Really is not meant for that unless they just stack her with all kinds of guns and stuff.
Yeah, then you have sharpshooters who once they take out the people in the cannons.
Yeah, unless they figure something else out. And then you have obviously Jaw Titan, who's still like powerful. But it's just those two Titans, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And you know, at that point it becomes like we said, does Eren convert? They don't have a game plan. The scouts don't really have a way to control Eren at this point if they do surprise attack and use him to defend. Does Levi let Beast convert to try to defend them? And if he is being a double agent, will he then just turn on the people of Paradise
and turn them into all pure Titans?
Yep.
Because that's his power too. That's kind of an OP power, like creating all these pure Titans out of people around him, and he doesn't have to be in Titan form to do that. So it's like he could do that. How do they stop him from doing that at any minute?
Right.
Like, and like you wouldn't know the limit of his power. Like if he we've seen him convert at least a dozen at a time. If he's in a city square and he just like does his yell and you know what I mean. So you just gotta, you can't like cuff him. I don't know what he has to, you know what I mean, or like cover his. I don't know what you do to, like the way you do with Eren and all them where they tried to convert themselves. They would keep their hands away or keep their hands severed,
from
whatever.
getting cutting or hurting themselves.
I guess.
And then you also have Historia, who's pregnant and could potentially lose royal blood here.
Right. Which one thing, this may be a dumb question, but I'm going to say it out loud anyway. So Zeke is also, I know he's like approaching the end of his life, but he's also royal blood.
Oh, that's right. Could he?
So why didn't he ever procreate?
True.
Or can you not do it if you're actively a Titan?
That is a good question, but I think that's right, because he is part royal blood.
Yeah,
Dinah. So he would be able to have babies or make babies, and then have that royal blood just carrying on without the help of Historia.
Now, okay, so this may kind of answer the question. Y'all can listen in the comments. So I know there's royal blood. There's the royal bloodline, which is Historia's.
Right.
Then you have other, I don't know what they call them. I don't know if they call them royal blood or if they called it
other bloodlines, just
like Mikasa or like the Ackermans.
Right.
That's like a specific type of bloodline. I don't know if they called it royal. They called it something else, maybe.
I think they were a warrior bloodline is what they called the Ackermans.
Right. So maybe Dinah is she not the same royal bloodline as like Fritz, right. And it's sort of.
Was it not Dinah Fritz her name?
Oh, maybe.
Or was that maybe, I'm thinking, let
me see.
Frida Fritz. No, it wasn't Frida Fritz.
Oh, no.
The daughter's name was Frida. King Fritz's daughter was.
Yeah, Dinah Fritz. Unless we're thinking of. Well, yeah. Dinah Fritz, you're right.
Okay, so then that
would be Zeke's blood.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe something we forgot.
No, I think it's. Let me take a step back here, because remember, Historia's original name was, or the name that we came to find her or get to know her as was Krista, and she was the bastard child of the king that was born illegitimately,
right
from the dad. So this kind of goes back and answers your question: is could Zeke not procreate? And I think the answer is yes, but why he hasn't done it, I don't know.
Yeah, all these years?
Yeah.
Well, unless this is a new plan that he has, but even if he has a new plan, why not
he be the one in control?
Start now.
I mean, obviously, I think he's captured, right? It's not like, hey, let me just, go hang out and
true.
meet girls and,
make babies.
Right. So
I don't know.
But at the same time, why wouldn't he say, hey, part of my plan is actually, take a step back again. He says somebody of royal blood to have as many babies, but he mentions Historia taking on the Beast Titan.
Well, I will say that she has a lot more time.
True.
Well, it's a lot of things because she needs 9 months, right, in between.
Well, he's not that old either, because he was. Does it say at what age he assumed the Beast Titan?
No, but he can't be that old, because if you think about like Grisha and like how old he was when he had Eren, like he's probably
Right. You just think of like the human anatomy.
30s.
I know. At women at certain age, it's harder
yeah, but
for them.
Men could go for a long time, and she needs 9 months at a time or really more, but like say a year per kid.
Right. Which again, we talked about it. We mentioned we kind of did a little quick math. There was within a span of those 13 years, you can have. I said max, but there are triplets.
You can have a lot of kids.
As a woman, in 13 years. At minimum one each year. That's 13.
Right. And it can go beyond that.
And it can go beyond that. But then Zeke as a male would be able to,
a lot. I don't know. Maybe we're overthinking this. Maybe it was just there's obviously a reason before it.
We're going down a rabbit hole here. So let's kind of pause.
But there was a reason. I remember thinking about this after, like between episodes. I was like, wait, why can't he be the one to do it? There's probably a reason. And maybe it's just the timing, and it's just like it's just easier for her because she's the queen, and she could that could be her focus. But anyway, we'll see what happens if the surprise attack happens. After all, and then we didn't really see anything with Eren this episode, or
that's true,
or any of those. We just kind of saw that the people are kind of more on Eren's side, which makes sense.
Yeah,
he kind of freed them. He opened he opened their eyes.
They see him as somewhat of a hero. He's the one who plugged the wall.
Right, exactly. Like he's the first one that gave him hope ever, and now they know so much more about the world that it all kind of started because of him. And even people within the scouts believe that,
right? Which
is why they leaked it. So there's like a team, which I mean, it's interesting that the scouts are purposely keeping that information from the public,
right?
Like they were because they probably know that he's so well loved, right? And there's just a lot that happened that
Yeah, and I think they're kind of going back to the original way that the government was ran, which was not letting the people know everything.
Yeah, because they were doing that for a while. They were telling them everything they know about the world.
Mm-hmm. Like remember when they took out the king? They put all that information out.
Yeah, in the paper. And then once they found out the truth about Eldians and Marlians and Grisha's book in the basement, they released all of that. And now it's kind of like which is just crazy. Remember at first, like some people thought it was just fake news. There's like no, because it's like this is just crazy. There's no way it's true. Which I get it. If we got a newsletter saying, "Oh, by the way, we live in a simulation," half the people wouldn't want to believe it. Yeah. Anyway, all right, good episode. Enjoyed that. Looking forward to the next one, guys. Before we head out, if you enjoy the type of content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Full-length reactions are over on our Patreon, link down below, as well as early access to future episodes. You want to check those out. Otherwise, we'll be back in a few days with episode 12. So until then, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.